that. What would be a good way for you to measure whether you're doing a good job? A daycare proprietor is going to have different measurements than Buffalo Restoration, right? Yeah. So think about that. When you go back this afternoon, how do you know between the hours that are left in the day that you're doing a good job? If you're waiting for somebody to tell you, my suggestion is you might be a little disappointed, right? Okay? True or false? Let's play this one. True or false? If you can't measure what you're doing, you'll lose interest in it. How many agree with that? If you can't measure what you're doing, you'll lose interest. Okay, cool. And the contrary to that is, you know what, I don't need those externals. I just do it because that's what I do. But I think most of us would say, I've got to measure it. Because the attaboys don't come as often, do we? And that's why we talked about in the anonymity is people need to hear these things every day. Making a comment to somebody, let's take the customer service at Holiday Inn. If she would say to somebody, hey, I like the way you answered that phone. It was really cheery. In fact, it cheered me up. Do you think that employee would remember that? And all you're doing is taking 10 seconds to help them measure, provide a measurement for them. Hey, good job on the presentation in the meeting. I like the way people remember those things. What feedback would you like from others? And this is a very personal one. You mentioned about being shy. Shy people are going like, just don't draw attention to myself, right? And yet you do need feedback, don't you? Are you shy? No, okay. You just know shy people, don't you? They need feedback. Every single one of us needs feedback. And so the question is, how do you measure whether or not you're doing it good? What kind of feedback would you like? The power in that question drives you to think about, am I giving feedback to others? Because if you need it, everybody needs it. That's kind of the whole idea. Yeah, they can figure it out. They're smart people. That's why I hired them. How fulfilling is that? Now just go do your job. But the reality is that when you determine, this is a great one to share with people. Some people would say, Kelly, when I do a job, I just want to be left alone. Give me a deadline and let me figure it out. Other people say, I'd like to work with group. I'd like to do teaming. Another person would say, could I check in with you during the project to make sure I'm on the right track? Those are 3 different learning styles, aren't they? So the power here is for you to determine what you need. And in your evaluation from your superior, I would suggest you tell them, hey, you know what I need from you? I need more whatever.